Irish Collegiate Esports week 6 out of 7, would you believe? It has been an insanely quick 6 weeks, I have to say. I am Ejam, joined with me for the night is Sam, and tonight we have some Rocket League action between Trinity College Dublin Ducks and the UCD Leviathans A team. Sam, how are you?
I am not so bad. What's going on, my friend? We're in for some serious games this evening, man.
Serious games, that's what you want to
We're
see, I
already
hope.
underway as well. No waiting. Apologies for the delay, but we're right into the game here. So the two teams that you see facing off against you right now are Trinity College Dublin. They're captained by their boy Aaron or Aaron. On that team is Bonkers Bonton Barzy, and they're up against UCD Leviathans today, which is Hydropocus, Jo, and they're captained by their boy Jeremy. This is going to be a great game. What do you think, Ejam?
I think, from what we've seen from these teams so far, I think they're
Oh,
not.
it's on already! Okay.
Don't let me talk. Don't let me talk. That works. That's all right. This is typical. I think
Look at that.
That's a great. I think these teams are probably fighting for third seed overall. You know, last week we had that great game between the TUD Apes and the NUIG Griffins. I think
Absolutely.
those two teams will be 1 and 2 in the league. No disrespect to the other team, TUD coming up on top in that game, of course. But now this week, I think these two teams, oh no,
Oh, he just
oh,
lets it
oh
through?
no,
Okay.
oh no.
Jo putting in the second goal there for UCD. A really solid, just a miss there, unfortunately, on behalf of the keeper for the Trinity side, and it goes slam into the back of the net.
Yeah, Jo will punish you every single time there. Of course, I was going to say these teams are probably fighting for 3 and 4. Rule 1, we have our first Rule 1 of Irish Collegiate Esports. It took us 6 weeks to get it. Great respect from the players. It's about time this happened. I've been waiting every week. I hope did someone break it up? Someone broke it up, didn't they? Did they? No, they're still going. They're still going.
They're
That is
there.
more important. I'm not even watching the ball right now. I'm ensuring that I am spectating to make sure. Now, you know what? The real question is Jo and Jeremy. I'd probably take them two over Barzy and Aaron, but it's Barzy and Aaron that have the upper hand at the moment. It's Jeremy, a big clear. He has the open net. Bonkers. He's holding the line. No, they missed. He missed, and they're still going strong. These
Gonna be
players.
a long one.
This is, you know what? Usually 2v2 games, we see a few more goals, but right now, neither player's giving in. I thought Jo was going to. He was teasing me there. I thought he was going to join in. He didn't in the end. Aaron, don't even think about it, good man. Jo now with the clear. Barzy, he's going to give it across to nobody. There we go. There we go. Oh.
A huge goal there from Aaron, split off into the 2v2 formula, because we all know the rule 1 of Rocket League, you can never break. You just can't. Chinese finger trap it, man.
That is exactly it. You know, two big rival colleges, especially Trinity and UCD, they rival each other in almost anything. I thought, you see in pro play so much they break it up, but you know what? The difference between pro play and Irish Collegiate Esports is where sound. And there you go, Bonkers. He scored the goal after being in Rule 1 for about 2 minutes. His almost his second touch coming back into the game. He gets a goal. Jeez, if I were UCD right now, I'd be saying to Hydropocus, get him in Rule 1 again. Make sure he can't do that to us.
Lock him in, boys. Lock him in.
Lock him in.
Dangerous for Trinity here. Okay, nice.
Scared by Jeremy.
Is he going after it? Yes, he is.
I think the game should just end. We had a Rule 1. That's it.
Oh! That would have been spicy. Guys.
That would have been extremely spicy, but not spicy enough, sadly. We had our Rule 1. That's our spiciness for the tournament. Probably over. I suppose a Game 7 best of 5 overtime in the finals. A Rule 1 in that situation would be amazing. Jeremy hits the crossbar, Bonkers. He gets to clear. And Aaron able to finish it off. And now Jeremy on the defense. Jo able to click it into safety. Barzy with the shot. Now Jeremy with a big save, and it looks like a reset here for UCD.
This is looking like a game of two halves here. I mean, for the first half, UCD came out of the gate swinging, but right now this game is all Trinities. Right now, they're just showing that. Look at this. He's going for a Bonkers off to the side, plays it safe. Oh, wow.
That could have been a nice redirection. That could have been another Rule 1. But I just find it crazy that it took 6 weeks to find one. And you know what? It's great to see.
Well,
It's
we
great to
don't.
see that despite that this is a tournament, it's good to see the players are having fun.
Abiding by the
You know
rules.
that's what you
Absolutely.
want to see. You know, a
Okay.
lot of teams in this tournament they're out of playoff contention at this stage. But you know, they're
Yeah.
playing for pride, they're playing for fun. But I think the most important thing for these young teams is playing for experience. As Jeremy nearly found a gap in the Trinity defense there. But I think
Yeah.
in this league, would you agree that Hydro Focus has been smashing them in all series? That wasn't my original point, but go on, analyze that goal for us.
Yeah, I mean, it was just very simple. It was a double commit there on the defense, and Hydropocus was just in the right place at the right time. Runs it into the back of the net. A well rehearsed. I think that's everybody's junior goal, all the way up to kind of low plats. That's what you want to do. You want to ramp it up the corner and then have a striker waiting right in midfield just to put it in the back of the net. Um, not much to say about it, but a point you touched on there was to get experience, and that's something that a lot of people don't
Ooh.
see about these collegiate leagues. Like these could be the birth of an actual esports career for some of these players, and some of these players are obviously just in it, have a bit of crack,
The
do something
seasoned
on a
veterans, yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
you know, a Tuesday evening or whatever. But like to get this experience in a tournament formula, like in this kind of seasonal style play as well, is really really good to
Ooh,
see. Oh, and
exactly. Because when you think about it, some teams have A teams, B teams, and C teams. You know, if
yeah,
you're the C team of a college, you're not expected to win because you're part of a team that isn't the A or B team. If you get me.
yeah, yeah,
you're
absolutely.
you're just seen as a C team player. But what happens is the A and B team players are normally players that are third years, fourth years, being around the scene for quite some time. So what happens is the A's and B teams players they graduate, they move on, and now there's space for these C team players who don't just come in as a fresh player, but now they come in with a player that has experience. And I think that's
Yeah.
really important.
No, but even being on a C team, and for anybody watching who is on one of the college's C teams, like that's not something that that anybody should shake their head at or anything like that. Because I mean, it only takes someone to sprain a finger on the B team or whatever, and they need someone, and you just happen to be the best player on the C team, you get bumped up to the B team, and the same with the Bs to the A's and stuff. Like, the reason the A teams are the A teams is probably because they have the most experience or the most time playing with each other. Um, it all entirely depends on um what's how you're doing in your own kind of respective lobby and that. But here we are, we're going into game two. UCD did take game one here, but this is a best of 5 games here. Um,
Okay, best of
uh,
fives, very important, of course. Everyone loves to win the first game of a best of five. I think
yes,
that's
absolutely.
just a given. Because straight away you have that threshold, you're off the mark, and no one likes to be 3-0'd. I
No.
think I think that's just very straightforward. But what's important here
Oh
now is how
wow.
they bounce back. You know, because UCD they had a was it UCD? I think UCD had an early lead and then they
Yeah,
were able to
UCD
come
had the
back
2-0
and
lead, and then
oh
they
no, is that another
oh,
Jo?
nearly.
Did he just break that? I'm gonna be having a few words with him.
Okay, dangerous position now. Trinity looking to get their strikers, but UCD big area defense to get it out. Okay,
Huge defense as
double.
another awkward challenge.
Mm.
I mean, the players are landing on top of each other a lot.
Yeah, we're
And you
seeing a
know, there's
lot of double
oh
commits.
Jo!
That was so unfortunate that that's you can see here that there's a lot of aerial plays here, and right here Bonkers Bot just extends a little bit too far, tried to pull his car back just so he could get the deflect, but unfortunately it doesn't happen, and puts UCD in the lead now.
And that's what UCD want. Obviously, getting early goals, they're so important for the mentals of these games. Because this isn't a game like League of Legends, let's say, where games can go on for 30, 40 minutes. And it's constant communication where if someone dies, it's like, all right, we know what happened. Let's discuss it. Let's move on. These
Yeah,
games are 5 minutes and the timer goes down, not up. You don't see the game getting longer and longer. You see the game getting shorter and shorter. And all of a sudden, it's we've 3 minutes to do something. We've 2 minutes to do something. We've 30 seconds to do something. And then there's those
absolutely.
dreaded 10 seconds on your screen that count
Yeah.
down. And that's when the panic really kicks in. You know,
Especially if you're only a goal behind or something like that, and you're in an offensive position. That's when shots get whiffed. That's when the real clutch time comes in. With Jeremy beaten in the
leaves
air.
it open for Jo. He doesn't capitalize
Okay.
there. And right now it's getting very, very scrappy. I think it's a fair, we see a lot of scrappy games like this, very back and forth, teams testing each other out. But it's at what stage where someone says, right, let's risk it.
Yeah.
Let's try a dodgy rotation. Let's try demo a player that's slightly out of position, but then that leaves us out of position. Let's just
Yeah.
try 1v1 someone. Let's not go around them. Let's just try 1v1 straight over them. It's
Okay,
at
this is
this.
accurate.
Oh,
But Barzy coming in. That was a really quick reaction time to get to that, but that's on
what a
target.
shot! Ooh, Jo now with
Bonkers.
the bumps. He must be ghosting us right now. Stream
Tactical
sniping or
pass
whatever it's
back.
called. And there's a
Okay.
big demo. I
Boom.
think that caught Jeremy off guard, seeing Aaron fly in front of him. Now there's a few fakes. He actually just leaves it for Bonkers. But there's one thing I'm noticing a lot, and this is over the 6 weeks we've had so far. Well, 5 weeks including this one now, six. Is a lot of teams they like to hit it either off the backboard or into the corner where it flies in front of the net. Try to bring a player out off the line, and then take in the second shot. Because I think just taking a shot in this game, just in general, is quite difficult when you're against players who know how to play, who
No,
know how to
absolutely.
jump up
Yeah.
and defend. Like there's no
But
penalties in this game because I think they'd just be so easy to save, the likes of that. But you see this play here, right here, bring it over the goal and someone try to hit it down like that. And then on your rotation, you can start taking the corner boosts from the defending team and you can
yeah, no.
slowly boost start them. So then the higher the ball is in the air, what happens is it's easier for you to just score because players without boost, they can't react, they can't get up quick enough, and it's disaster for them. So
Yeah.
boost management is a very underappreciated aspect of this game, I feel, and we'll see now how these teams, if they do decide to approach it where
Oh, that's
they'll try
accurate.
start boost,
Is that
and there we
on?
go.
Yeah,
Ooh.
oh, Barzy coming in again, clutch on the goalkeeper.
Jeremy!
But that's on!
There you
That
go.
had to have been an accidental touch around him. That was just a kind of a clip it off the wall. Oh, I mean, to be fair, that
No, he
was a
just,
strike. Just
yeah,
a
just
hole in the
perfect
defense
angle.
there of Trinity. This is 2-0, but I mean, Trinity are so good on the offense here that it's maybe there is some gaps in their defensive plays, but these teams are very evenly matched. Even though there was a kind of
There was a
uh,
comeback in the last game from
yeah,
2-0 down. This is, as I said
oh,
before, this game, goals can come out of nowhere. It's insanely how fast momentum can change. And 2 goals, I've always said it with Moreno, 2 goals is a dangerous lead. Because one team all of a sudden is like, we just need one more, we just need one more. Well, the other team's like, they're sort of on the verge of, oh God, we can't let them score, we can't let them score. And
yeah,
obviously, defending in this game, you really feel the pressure a lot more than when you're attacking.
dangerous. And another save there, Bonkers bot this time. Barzy and Bonkers bot are doing a great, just whole load of goalkeeping on the side of Trinity. They need to stop these shots before they get in.
They need to
Aaron is
stop
up
the shots
this
in
one.
general, actually, because right now it's 10 shots to 2.
Oh yeah,
When one team has more shots, you can obviously expect more goals. Now
the
we've
law
seen
of averages.
crazy, exactly. We've seen crazy things. What a touch from Aaron,
Oh wow!
followed by a great save. That'd have been some redirect. It probably wouldn't have won them the game, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Now UCD, they're 2-0 up.
yeah. UCD are taking this best of 5 set here, looking really really confident. But I mean, Trinity don't. They're not playing badly. They're not doing anything. It's just kind of getting to each of these balls and stuff. I don't know. UCD just seem to be doing a lot more on the kind of offensive third of the pitch here, and I mean it's working out for them. Like even if you just look at the statistics there, I mean there weren't that many goals, but there were a lot more shots. They were just able to capitalize, turn the offensive chances into scoring opportunities, and it worked out for them. I mean, 10 shots, you make 2 out of every 10 shots. As long as you keep shooting, you're going to do great. But here we are in the potential final game between these. UCD are up 2 games now. This is the time for Trinity to really get into this now.
And I'd say all UCD spectators are absolutely loving this. I don't think there's a bigger rivalry in Dublin
The
than
Dublin
between
rivalry.
UCD.
Oh, straight in! What? Okay, UCD need to calm down. You're 2 up. You were saying that 2-0 is probably the worst place to be if you're a team because you get complacent. Look at that double defense on the, or double commit on the defense, and ball just flies in underneath. Easy first goal for Trinity. It's really nice to see.
And off tip off as well, you know, you don't really see many goals like that these days with players. Of course, they rush for boost. It's the natural thing to do. And rushing for boost, if you don't get back and rotate quick enough, as Jo shoots it over the bar, a big bump in defense, Aaron able to clear. Now Jeremy missing the ball, Jo able to collect into the corner, and Hydro Pocus, that was a bit of a dodgy bounce. Aaron has an opportunity now, no one there to capitalize on it.
Yeah,
But
really
you
nice
know,
pinch across the net.
I was
Again, the
saying
same play.
UCD players would be happy after being 2-0 up, but now Trinity players, you know, they're like, right lads, we have a lead, we have 2 games. Or we've seen 2 games of what they can do. We know who their danger men are. We know how to play around it now. What can we do to tidy up our defense and start taking shots? Because they can save the shots, but they're just not taking enough shots out of their own.
Yeah, an absolute booming save there from the Trinity side. Aaron is looking dangerous, but Jeremy is there just to clear it away. Going for it in the air, but he misses again. We're seeing a lot of area misses there from Jeremy today. I
Could
don't know,
just be the
maybe.
pressure getting to him. Could
Yeah,
just be, you know, obviously players they feel pressure like anyone else. Not every player is going to play perfectly, as we saw from
okay.
Bankers there, completely
Yeah,
whiffing the ball.
Bunker's
Well, you
whiffing
know,
all.
it's these game trees now where we're going to see a lot of panic, because Trinity right now they're in the mindset, right, we need to get a second goal to just try to ensure that we don't throw the lead, and then the other lads on UCD are probably saying, right, come on lads, we're 2-0 up, let's try get a 3-0, and you know, panic starts to seep in. You don't see risky plays, you start seeing just unnecessary plays. I think the
Yeah,
word I'll use there is, you know, there's no need to take that risk when you know there's a safer option. And the
absolutely.
crazy thing about Rocket League is 3 minutes is a lot of time
It is,
compared to other games.
especially if you're only 1-0 up. The pass back up to Air, and he takes it up the wall. He doesn't have this. This is after going to go back towards his own net. Uh-oh. Missed
That
here.
was
Bonker's bot going to go up the wall to try get it. But Hydro Pocus is
one
there. A
home.
dangerous position, but there wasn't a striker ready for that.
I think a lot
As
of
he,
those plays are unexpected, you know, they're sort of 50-50s that just they go in your favor, but your team obviously have to respect that it is a 50-50 and it can go the other way. So you don't
absolutely.
want to be sending players forward, you know, maybe if it's 10 seconds left, everyone can go for it. Bunkers with a dodgy
That
clear
was
and
so
won
risky.
it.
Oh my god. The 2 players crashed off each other in the backboard. We can see it here on the replay. Oh no, we just missed it. But Bonkersbot had to clear it off the line. He actually would have been better just to leave that goal
Leave
behind
the
him.
ball, let it go backwards.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but
It's
Jo
so
was already up in the air, really wanted to take that. It is 1-1 here in this potential final game between these 2 Dublin teams.
and that's heartbreaking for Trinity.
Yeah, that is not the goal that you want to see.
That's not what you want. You know, it's still 1-1, still lots of time in the game. But a weird concept of this game is just don't touch the ball. You don't have to touch the ball
Yeah.
unless you're that desperate for the 2 points you get for touching the ball. You don't always need to touch it. If there's a teammate behind you, if you know the ball's a lost cause, that someone's going to get there before you, save your boost. Double commit again by Bonkers.
Yeah, this
And
is
Jo going for the bump, and you see that's what the double commit allows you to do. It allows you to go for the keeper because you know 2 defenders are missing.
yeah.
And what happens is if you don't get the keeper could jump out the way and save the ball, but the keeper could also jump out the way and miss the ball. So
That's
it's sort
on.
of a free play from Jo there, because 2 out of 3 scenarios the ball goes in the back of the net. Because if the
Yeah.
keeper is demoed, you know, it will
Absolutely.
take you coming out of the goal and accidentally saving your own team's goal, which would be very tragic. But
Okay.
for
Oh,
now, I
that's
feel
and Jo pass back to Barzy here. Gets it into the middle of the pitch. Bonkersbot does not like that position here. He just wants to get it off to the side. Booms it down towards the orange half. All 3 players from UCD are in the corner. Not a great sign here. 2 players in net, but they get it out. Uh-oh. Went for the pinch there, but just mistimed it a little bit.
Caster's curse is real. It's dangerous and
Very close. Didn't get a lot of power behind it, unfortunately, and it wasn't accurate as well. Not a great shot there, but a really fist-clenching moment there if you're a Trinity fan. 46 seconds left on the clock here.
46 seconds. This is when it's like, you know, you still think 46 seconds can be a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Dangerous position here. Barzy's up.
What
Is that on? Oh, very close.
That was a lot of power, but Aaron and Bunkers again, a little
Okay, up
close to
again.
each other.
JO's up. Just
Great
gets it.
clear. Great clear. Hydro tries to intercept. That's another shot on target.
Oh,
Jeremy needs to get this quickly. He does. And now
I
20
really
seconds. Can UCD launch one last counter attack? Because the Trinity
look what
players are
Trinity
running
are
low.
after doing. They're after totally switching up the play. They've just taken more shots on goal. But
One last
okay,
onslaught.
last hurrah here for the UCD
Oh,
squad.
Hydro has to
Hydro.
get this. This has to
Okay,
be hit in perfectly, but Hydro, he does the deed.
that is
That
it.
should be a
Clears it
dead
down to
ball.
the blue side. Here we are in the OT here, the potential
Fake
final.
kickoff. Come on, fake kickoff. Fake kickoff. Do something spicy. Not
Okay,
today.
Trinity get it right down into the orange half here.
Bit
Nice
dodgy
little
from
touch. Just off the
Jeremy.
back wall. Oh, very dangerous position. Yeah, you see, Trinity are leaving someone back now. This is now
You
crunch
have
time.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to get a goal, but you also cannot
Here we
concede,
go.
or
That's
it's
it.
over. Ooh.
Bonkers bot. Really good patience to let his man go first,
Oh
but that's in!
no.
Jo scores it for UCD, and UCT take that set 3-0. I feel like if that was a best of 7 set, Trinity would have come back and made that, because as the games went on, they kept looking better and better and better, and then right at the end there, unfortunately, just Jo thread the needle between these two guys, you know?
Yeah, that was unlucky, I have to say. It's just small defensive mistakes are what cost your games. And unfortunately, UCD were very quick to capitalize on each. But that's our first series of the day, but that is not all. Because I'll tell you why, Sam. I believe we have got UCC and NUIGA coming up. But for now, if you were to name your player of the series, who would you name? It's
Player of
always a
the
tough, unfair question to ask when
No,
you're
do you know
following this
what?
spot.
Because I was actually thinking about this. I really love Bonkers Bot, and I will tell you why. All right, because first of all, his name is great to say as a caster. To be able to scream Bonkers Bot is just fantastic.
So much
Um,
potential.
yeah, I know it's great, but also the way that he was. It seemed he was always in net. Now, if he didn't save the ball all the time, that's a different story, but he was always there and he was ready for the shot. But then as soon as it transitioned into the offense, he was there and he was always setting up for his team. So you're not going to see his name flash up that he scored a goal, but he's the one booming it into the enemy corner so that it rolls around the front of the goal. He's the one that's kind of setting up the bigger plays. He's a real defender, like, and I know there aren't hard set roles in Rocket League, but he kind of stays more back, and lets his strikers do what they need to do, I'm just going to shout him out because I know that sort of play style doesn't get a lot of coverage kind of on the bigger stage. So I just want to shout out my man Bonkers Bot.
Fair play. Well, there you go. Our player of the series is Bonkers. However, the series did go 3-0 to the other team, UCD. Folks, we are just going to have a quick little break while we get the next set of players ready. Don't go anywhere. We will see you soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second series of tonight between UCC and NUIG. As anyone just joining us who missed the last series, it was TCD against UCD, where UCD won that series 3-0. I'm EJ. Joining me for the second and final series of tonight is Sam, and folks, this is going to be another great game. But I have to say, NUIG, arguably the better team. And what do you think, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely shown up in the last couple of weeks, but it's definitely all to play for here from the UCC boys. They want to, let NUIG know who the boys are from Cork. Like, they're going to show them what's up. Like, but NUIG with a early scoring chance there. It's just whiffed by Linsk. Coming out, so introducing the teams for UCC, we have D. Lynch, Otter, and Anthony. And for NUIG, we have Darcy, Linsk, and Nixus Airside. Already Linsk with a quick demo over D. Lynch. Okay, nice little touch up here. Linsk looking for some space plays here, man.
He really was going for that. I don't think the spins are that necessary, but now Nixus unable to would actually clear out as D. Lynch able to get it out. But now, we said it last game. Game one's teams trying to figure each other out, of course. In ice, we only see each other once before the playoffs. One best of 5 series. And of course, this is week 6 of 7. 6 of 7. That is
done.
We're all
Jam.
We're split, which is absolutely absurd.
It is crazy.
For those who do not know, after oh
Nixus, you got that spice. Look at this. You got that little bit of a freestyle. He's been watching Mertzy's videos on YouTube. Oh, look at that. He gets it. The ball shouldn't have bounced if it was technically a freestyle goal, but it's all right. We take it. It is 1-0.
One bounce. It's subcategory.
Yeah. Okay, missed it there on the fly up. No, it was all a fake. It's all a fake. Otter.
Do you want to hear a fun fact?
I do want to hear a fun fact.
Mertzy has never scored in an Irish collegiate esports game.
Really? That's an interesting observation.
It is. Either has any other pro player.
No. There you go.
So these players are technically better college players in Ireland than all of the pros out there.
I mean, Nixus Airside already has a goal, and we've only been watching him for the last 3 minutes.
Exactly.
Or 2 minutes and 30.
Oh, good clear off the backboard.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if they can convert it into a scoring chance. Linsk was there on the line. Clears it off to his man on the wall. Dangerous. Oh.
Not dangerous enough. It was a great play. Darcy, unfortunately, he was actually defending during that play. Of course, when you're 1-0 up, you don't need to go for those crazy plays. But obviously, everyone wants to make it. Everyone wants to make it to Irish Collegiate Esports. Highlights of the week. You can find that on our YouTube channel, of course, at Irish Collegiate Esports. You can find us on YouTube where we upload the highlights across our 5 games that we do. You will find the highlights there each week if you're looking for Irish colleges top.
It's always great when the videos get released just to see if I'm on any of them. I'm like, come on, I must have done well this week,
Week 1, I believe, was Queen's University Belfast Maroon team. They scored an overtime goal against UCD Leviathans A, and I'll never forget the subtitles for that video, incomprehensible sounds, as we were just screaming because Maroon were the big underdogs in that game, and to beat a team like UCD that we saw last game, that was big for them. As a rule, one doesn't happen.
Absolutely, but here we go. Nixus looking for something magic again. Okay.
Leaves it. I didn't know I was going to. I didn't see Darcy there. I thought he was just going to leave that. I was like, please no. Please don't.
Okay, up here now. NUIG.
Linsk. Great.
Anthony's in reverse. He drops it. One more, maybe.
How many times are they going to hit the post? We're holding our breath here, aren't we?
This is it, man.
We love it. Oh, other big demo. How important is that going to be?
Shot.
Oh!
Anthony sends it in.
Gets the demo. Otter there. Hits it down. Lynch 1-2. There's a 3-man play right there. UCC, they don't care if NUIG are the favourites in my eyes. They want to prove that, you know what, we're the second best team.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think a big thing, it's
Uh-oh.
very underrated, is a game
Watch Nixus. Watch Nixus. Oh.
a game like Rocket League. You know, the mechanics of the game are the same for each player. It's not like League of Legends where you might have 5 support players in a college, which means that your team might not be good if you're playing off role. But in
Yeah.
Rocket League, it's 3 of the same role, and it's only 3 players.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a small number that's needed. So these colleges that have lots of players in them, you know, big esports societies, they always provide this exciting
One
game.
more.
As
Oh, Linsky,
No!
absolute unit.
No,
He
no,
knew it. Look, stops. Oh,
oh,
that's gonna hurt my feelings.
broke
Ha.
the keys on my keyboard. Oh no, oh that's
What an
who was it?
absolute
Was it
fake.
was it D Lynch that just got his family heritage taken away? Oh wow,
Oh my god, with 4 seconds left on the clock, that was an absolute blinder. NUIG take that game with that absolute savage fake play right there.
That was
so good.
the risk in that was so much because it was 1-0.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you could have easily tapped the goal in, but just by faking the ball like that could have been cleared so easily. Linz right there showing why he is, in my eyes, top 3 players in this league. That
Yeah.
was amazing. To pull that off, the composure, eyes are blurry. Give me a bit.
We just have some biological issues here. Sorry, guys, we'll get the match underway now in a minute. He's
I
probably still crying after he saw his teammate get faked like that.
hope he is crying and that it actually isn't a serious issue. Migraines, of course. Just the screen glare, the blue light, you know, these things does happen.
Yeah, legally blind. The players are just having a bit of fun here in the lobby.
I know. I do hope Otter is okay, though. If I just rub my eyes, they can go blurry sometimes. I'd be rubbing my eyes too if I saw a fake like that. But
Yeah,
for
that
I
was
hope Otter,
insane.
on a serious note, I hope that. Why did Nixus change his name? Name's not Nixus, it's Airside. Is that directed towards us? Or?
Okay, I'm sorry. He's obviously on the team Nixus. I'm sorry, Mr. Nixus. All right, but here we go. Straight into game 2. NUIG taking game 1 here. Oh, D Lynch. Oh no, the open net and he missed it. That is unfortunate. Just angled his card just a little bit incorrectly. Otter with the balls jumping up to challenge 2 players. But Darcy trying to get up on top of it there.
Pure spite.
Okay.
If he scores, I'm going to call out his whole name. As a shot, that would have been a great finish.
Okay,
As
that's
he
on.
did-
That's on, and a boom from the keeper. That's what we like to see. A really solid play here.
Demo. D Lynch gets such an important demo on names not Nixus. It's Airside rotating back into the defense.
It's nice that he let us know his name just as we can call out that he was the reason that ball went in. All right, let's go, Anthony.
Wait,
Winning that
podcasters
kickoff.
have to have fun too, folks.
Uh-oh.
That's
Uh-oh.
open net. Is
Real
that
dangerous. Real dangerous. D Lynch a really quick 2-0 here on the
And
side of UCC.
it's Airside unable to rotate back in time. It's not Airside, it's Aerosoid. But when he's pronounced
He's
as
gonna feel so bad for trying to get at us right now.
listen here, buddy, we have this power. called Fantastic Curse.
We have the microphones.
We
we
can't,
win.
we can't
But
use.
wait a minute.
Oh,
Darcy!
oh my
What's happened, man? 2 different teams are playing today. It's like, here, I'll hold my stuff. I'm gonna try this.
Sorry, it's not Darcy, it's Darcy. Oh, that was a great finish. That was just the way he got the ball up. Didn't need to do anything special. Just top corner finishes. And you know what? Defending top corner finishes are so awkward. Because how many times have you driven up the post? How many times have you smacked into the post?
Stop,
Just
dude.
missed the corner. It's
Yeah,
so.
smash your face, like. Okay.
It's so.
Not on. Lynch
You're-
looking to chip it up, but Darcy's there just to stop this aggression from happening.
As
Airside,
great
very
save.
close.
Great save from Otter. As Linsk, very important touch actually to make sure Otter doesn't get a follow-up shot. Anthony now hitting into the corner. Airside is backwards. Good recovery.
Shoots
Now
one.
Anthony's backwards. Everyone's backwards.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Into
Good.
this corner loves the ball right now. As Linsk finally says, "Get out of here," and that was
Feeds
almost
it
it.
out. Okay. Lynch
Okay.
looking to follow up here a little bit. Airside teasing at the ceiling shot. Here we go. A bit of a freestyle off the backboard. Linsk not enough there. Okay. Sitting in midfield. Possession in favor of NUIG here.
This is intense.
Yeah.
This is you're 2-1 up. You're 1-0 down. Alright, we don't want another trio. Us casters, we're not biased. My college doesn't play Rocket League, so I can be as unbiased as I want to be. I can legally be unbiased. But right now, yeah, us casters, and for you at home, we want 5-game series.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
We
we
want
do. We want to see this a
5
bit closer here. Okay.
We want to see a
Lynch.
20 overtime as Nick's in the air side misses the ball.
Oh, what a block there from Otter. He doesn't want to deal with any of that backboard stuff.
That was a
double
triple
defense here. Oh no!
And Darcy!
Darcy equalizes it, man. Absolutely.
Oh,
Look at
you
that
look-
triple
you
commit
look
on the
at-
defense. The rest of the players weren't ready. Communication issues coming out on the side of UCC, I think.
I know, it's just those aren't moments you think about. Those are moments where you think to yourself, I got this.
Yeah.
And you go for it, but then, of course, your teammates being just as good as players as you, they also think, I got this.
Yeah, absolutely. That only comes from playing together with the same people for a long time. Okay, one boomed here for Lynch. Okay, tries to beat him. Sort of does. It's a scoring opportunity.
Darcy, double
double-
tap, air side. Ooh, that'd have been spicy. We like spicy
Yeah.
plays.
We do love them spicy
We
players.
love
Let's
spicy
get us on
What-
the highlight reel, guys.
Yeah, I think that fake will get us on the highlight reel. we just cast the games where action happens, so we can make that.
They only give us the good games. Like
We
pinch
know
off the
there's a
corner here.
Classic saying, you don't want to get clipped on, and that's so important. As Lynx, he not just messed up that second touch there, hit it a bit too far off to his left, as a whiff comes through, and now able to counter attack the side of UCC. You know what I love about UCC, and I wish every other team did it. And yes, I'm calling out every other player in the league that does not do this. Change your Rocket League club tag to your college.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Please. It just,
There are a lot of players
Really
for us to remember what team they're on. Okay, guys.
it's so satisfying to just see
Straight
UCC.
up here. Dangerous! Linsk. Huge.
No, I think if Linsk had NUIG in his name there, he would have got a triple tap flip reset. But a goal is a goal. You're 3-2 up. You're looking to go 2-0 up in the series. That's what's important. But Darcy, let's just appreciate that pass. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was absolutely such great mindset to knock it straight up against the roof. Look at the speed now already on UCC
got
just
this.
coming out the gate here. It's all about that speed, but
All about that speed. Speed! Off the roof. That could be dangerous. Links, big, clear. And they're rotating back in numbers now. Name's not Nixus, it's Airside looking to get back. He gets the touch here back to Linsk. Linsk with the
Alright.
big clear. God, it would be hard to say that in an intense situation quickly. But he's up now.
so
He's gets it in. And
down.
name's not Nixus, it's Airside. And if you're scoring goals like that, I might just start calling you that.
Airside with an absolute banger, man. He's definitely been watching some YouTubes, man. You see it as soon as he jumps, he goes into the air roll. You know he's a freestyler. Like, hold down the air roll button all the time.
If I'm doing challenges where I have to play a ones game, and I see someone start spinning in the air, I just leave.
Forfeit.
I just want these 5 minutes to go quickly. I don't want to see you watching your replays every 30 seconds because I can't play once. It's a tough life. But 4-2 up, you think.
Great little passing play there, but the really solid defensive mindset there from the UCC boys gets it out. Uh-oh.
I think Anthony had to do that there. Otter was coming in, but now that's a nice little shot. Linsk, that could be dangerous, but it clears a clear. Darcy unable to collect. Anthony unable to finish that, and Otter
Oh,
Ames, not Nixus, it's airside, folks. Remember, that's the
Oh,
backflip. Oh,
Very close there. You have to appreciate the attempt there from Anthony.
you do love a good
Excellent.
backflip, don't you?
Linsk, but Otter was there on the backboard to clear it. NUIG take it. What do you think, Ejam?
I just hope he doesn't change his name again. I think NUIG, Linsk right now, as I was saying last game, he's a top player for me in this league. He really is. And he's got a great team to back up the play style that he wants. That Darcy assist was special as well. Darcy very under the radar here. But Linsk involved in all 4 goals that game. It's going to take a step up from UCC to ensure that we don't get a second trio tonight. But NUIG, in my eyes, they are the second best team in this league. You know, I'm not saying they are. That's just my opinion, of course. He didn't
Yep.
change his name. That suits me.
God bless. Yeah, so here we are at the potential final game between these two teams again. NUIG are up 2 games right now. So UCC really want to just kind of show they're so good at the early game. Like in both games, we saw 2 really quick goals come in, but it's just finding the other goals. It's not happening for them. The kind of late game, as soon as people settle into the match and stuff. Look at this already. Like the aggression coming out of UCC is fantastic. They're really putting the screws on NUIG here.
Ooh,
What
good
a
save for
save!
airside. Otter now.
Oh my God! It was so close. The ball was like half in the net.
Darcy pulled that off. The speed and the angles that Darcy's able to get in the air to make those passes that we saw last game, make the saves these games. Darcy is playing out of his mind right now. And as I was saying, I think Linsk is a top player, but Darcy, the consistency he has shown this series may make me question who is the best player on this NUIG team.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, when you have to start asking questions like that, that's where you know it's a really solid team.
You want
Yeah.
competition in the team. You want everyone to be driven by each other. You want to learn
Hit
from
the
your
wheels.
teammates. You want to not let your teammates down, and you want to work together, push each other to the limits as a team. What a save!
Ooh, Otter.
You want to push yourselves right now, especially if you're UCC. You want to have those tough conversations, get each other up and over, and drag yourselves through the line at this stage. It doesn't matter, even taking a game at this stage, because they're not playing. Oh my God, there we go. That's what we
What
needed.
happened there? That was
Just a great
crazy.
pass.
That came out of nowhere.
Great pass across. Oh, how did he was
little-
driving forward and he hit
little
it backwards? How did he manage
Pinch right
that?
across. Look at that.
Right.
Have you ever seen that? Exactly
I have.
100 kilometers an hour. Exactly 100 kilometers.
Is that a sign?
That's just
UCC,
some beautiful max right there.
UCC.
Man.
Back. Oh,
Ceiling shot, flip reset.
Oh, Mosquito!
Spicy. I
Anthony?
like it. But see, UCC have been in this position before where they're up at the start of a game, and then NUIG just have the consistency just to.
What does every soccer coach say when you go a goal up?
I don't know. What does every soccer coach say?
It's still 0-0, lads. And they call it football. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't play sports. I'm a gamer.
They're a gamer. I'm a gamer.
I'm a real gamer, mom. All
Well, it's
right,
just-
but here we go. We're back in the room. Nice little clear there from UCC. D Lynch showing us
Oh.
how defenses.
You're casting the rest of
Oh,
the
it's over. Anthony, open net. Boom. 2-0
Still
again.
0-0, boys. And the reason I'm making that joke is because UCC, when they start playing defensive, they haven't been playing at their best.
No,
You know,
absolutely. But we've
They
seen
take
this.
their goals and they play defensive. That's why I'm saying they need to play like it's 0.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep that aggression up. Like you can already see it. Look, 2 players just sitting in the back. Kind of all they're looking to do is clear, and this is where they're going to start making mistakes. This is where you start to see NUIG coming alive. And this is what we saw in the last game. They were 2-0 up, which is a great lead, and they lost that game 4-2. Which is crazy when you think about it.
Goals win games, and that's exactly what you need. You
Yeah.
know, when you're not attacking, you're defending, and you're letting the attacking team sort of figure you out as they're sitting in net under a lot of pressure. If you keep them under pressure, that's going to put them even under more pressure next game because you know you can score
Yeah.
goals.
All right.
As a
We'll
little
see.
double commit comes through, what a booming clearance as Lynch now might be able to collect this, leaves it to Anthony, but Otter, he's staying back a lot. And if that
Yeah.
went over Lynch there, Otter would have been in no man's land, which
Yeah.
is why I think stay aggressive. It's a minute and a half. You know, that's a lot of time. You know,
Yeah.
if you're if
Absolutely.
you're if you're new to Rocket League, as always, I try to explain this game as best as I can in simple terms. But
Oh, here we go.
that right
Uh-oh.
there is how you score. Get it up the wall, get it up the defenders like Darcy did here. Beats two defenders, Otter, no man's land. He just sort of has to jump and hope for the best. But name's not Nix's, it's our side. I'll get used to saying that quicker. He gets the goal.
Yeah. You see, this is what we saw in the last one. Look, Lynch is already quicker to the kickoffs. Or Lynch, sorry. Is already quicker to the kickoffs here. Up the backboard,
I was
Lynch.
about to say, how did he rotate so quick? Um, but Otter, again, he's maybe, 2 goals the lead. I always say to him, happened last game. You start to say, okay, maybe we need to stay a little bit more defensive.
There's
Maybe we
Otter
need to
again.
try this, say that. But Linsk
Otter up the
right now,
wall. Okay.
moment of magic. We saw it in the first game when he absolutely faked my whole life out of me. And I wasn't even in the game. And what a
Oh,
boomer
here we
from
go. What is happening with this UCC side? We've seen it now in the last 2 games. They need to keep that early game. Like,
How are you gonna say that though?
this is not good now if you're a UCC fan. If you're sitting watching this, if you're the UCC coach right now, you are screaming at your monitor. You're screaming at your team. Guys, keep it up. Keep up that pressure. Stop switching up your play style to defense because it's not working. They lost the last game 4-2. Someone
Yeah,
needs
but
to
now
change that.
Anthony, he might have
Anthony.
something to say out of boost. You always see someone go for a mad play, look at their
There
tank,
we
realize
go.
with 30 boost. But now Darcy, he's through on goal here. Linsk is waiting in the middle. It just needs to be a good ball. It is, and Linsk
That
smashes
is
it.
insane how this has happened the last 3 games. That UCC go up and then NUIG are just sitting there chilling, man. And now they're up with 17 seconds left on the clock.
And that's no time at all. We talk a lot in Rocket League how a few minutes is a lot, but 17 seconds that's business. Now Otter with the chance, Darcy.
Oh,
How consistent has this guy been? Oh, that second touch I think caught everyone off guard. But now with 7 seconds left, Linsk another
okay,
fake maybe.
last
Otter,
attempt
he
here
has
for
to get this in. He hits it backwards. Nothing Linsk can do. Darcy, unlucky.
And there we go. 3-0 from NUIG, 2 3-0s this evening. What happened there, Ejam? What happened between the UCC's early game and late game? Because they looked so strong in every early game we saw them.
I think the standard thing to do in a lot of these sports games with goals is when you start taking a certain lead, you sit back and you defend. But I think what happened to UCC is I think they parked the bus because they were playing. They should have lost that series 3-0 first. I just want to put out that point. They were playing
Yeah.
exceptional. They were getting those early leads. They're doing everything right that they needed to. But what was missing was they just went too defensive. They invited that pressure, and a team like NUIG, they're gonna happily let you sit there and save their shots because they know they can start boost starving you. They know they can make you do triple commits, like we saw that big triple commit in the second game. You know, it's the likes of those situations where you just really need to keep going
Yeah.
at it.
No, absolutely. I mean, NUIG love that play. They really want to play super aggressive and stuff. Like, so if you leave them that space to play that the way that they're comfortable playing, of course you're going to lose these games 4-2, 3-2. You know, like when you score your early 2 goals. I think there's definitely been a gap in training there for the UCC guys. And I mean, if their coach is watching or maybe their captain just needs to really see that was the main issue in that set. They shouldn't like. I mean, they could have won that set.
They
Like,
could have.
not just lost at 3-0. They could have won that set if instead of totally switching on a dime, going from super hyper aggressive as soon as the kickoff for the start of the match goes, scoring those 2 early goals, instead of switching it then to, okay, everybody back. everybody. No, nobody goes for any balls or anything like that, you know. If they just switched it to, all right, let's send 2 up and leave 1 back, like instead of all 3 back, you know, it just didn't work.
I'm going to ask you that rotten question again. Player of the series. You know what?
Hmm.
I'll answer for this one because I think
Yeah,
Darcy really, really played well. He was getting goals, he was getting assists. He made that exceptional save where UCC could have gone 3 goals up. And with a 3-goal lead, you think, you know what? It's over. You know, we'll just mess around. We'll have a bit of fun. But 2 goals, you know. I just
yeah,
think he played unbelievable. There's not much I have to say. It was just so all around consistent. And I think
absolutely,
that's
yeah.
important.
So our player of this set is Darcy. And that set ends 3-0 again. NUIG are taking that W, and unfortunately, UCC, if you're a fan of them, have taken the L. Guys, that is all of our Rocket League action for the evening. I hope you guys had as much fun watching these games as we did shouting at them. And definitely subscribe to the channel here. Go on to the YouTube if you want to see any of the kind of highlight reels and stuff. And my name is Sam the Ding. And Ejam has been here with me all
You're
evening.
going to forget my name. I was going to go mental.
No, it was yeah, it was yeah, stay tuned. There's a lot more of the other games coming up throughout the week. Check the schedule with Irish Collegiate Esports.
And a big thank you to Sader, of course. Behind the
Yeah.
scenes, we have our players who do the production for us. Sader, of course. Thank you very much. And
All right. Well, thanks a million for tuning in, guys. And we'll see you back for the same Rocket League action this time next week.